Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Los Angeles. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown the small. Forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Drummond in at the 5 roaming the paint. Here's Schroeder. And Thompson sends it back. And here's Smart. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter. His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Walker against James. Outside for Davis. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. Down low. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell-Pope. Love seeing that.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contributions.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Smart. The rebound by Caldwell-Pope.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
That one goes. Count it.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Walker against Schroeder.
And, you know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. 4-point game. Tries again, and it's laid up and in by Thompson.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And it's Schroeder missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Brad Stevens. He was focused on keeping the score close. Coach said, we know LeBron's going to get his, so we have to try to limit the production of everyone around him. That's a tall task, given Bron's elite playmaking ability. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
You know, unlike a lot of bigs, Davis doesn't have to operate inside. He's totally confident in his ability to do damage from the perimeter.
To the middle, here's Walker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Wesley Matthews checked in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Pritchard passes to Brown. It's stolen by Schroeder. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Los Angeles with another miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
They grab their own miss. Harrell. And finally they hit one.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Fournier gets a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Lakers leading by 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in. Celtics trail by 7. Pritchard passes to Williams. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Pritchard. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Caruso. And he lays it straight in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's Brown with the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever Want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. No good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 6. Pritchard gets the bucket. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Here's Horton Tucker. This one for 3. They get the rebound. Another shot. Nice D from Williams. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Lakers on top, up by 4. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Celtics. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. Caruso, no good. Boston trailing. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And it's all evened up. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, there's a lot to like about the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it in a heartbeat.
The Celtics shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Pritchard passes to Fournier. The second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Pritchard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter, didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them, and now they're showing what they can do offensively.
And again, Boston with the triple.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty, and if you ask Golden State, they'll tell you they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout-out to Toronto with what they've done over the last 5 or 6 years. They've created a level of excellence there that has them on the same path as some of the best teams in our league.
A lot of good GMs out there. Danny Ainge of Boston, you talked about them, probably one of the best. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Drummond, rebounded by the Celtics. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Celtics leading by 3. Walker in the post. Now the feed to Thompson. The kick out to Tatum. And it falls over the rim and in.
Well, you know he's feeling it when he's taking these kinds of shots, guys. Tatum, very confident with his stroke.
James with it, now guarded by Smart. And there it is for him. James has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Walker, and Davis sends it back.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Tatum. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Rebounded by Smart.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Davis against Fournier. Tatum on the wing. Offline with his three. Lakers trailed by 3. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And the shot goes in.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
The loudest section gets free T-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Alex Caruso.
Dennis Schroeder.
Fournier passes to Smart. Trying to get open is Thompson. Good D by LeBron.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Drummond with it. He's picked up by Walker. Davis on the follow. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Davis using that athleticism to battle it out on the glass. From in that tight, hard to stop AD.
Fournier in the corner. From deep. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Here's Caldwell Pope. Yep, that one goes. Caldwell Pope's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Thompson kicks to Smart. Outside Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
Tatum doing a nice job recognizing when to let it fly and when not to. A very capable threat from outside the arc.
The drive by LeBron. And no good that time. Great D that time from Tatum. In the corner, Smart with it. Off target from three-point range.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Here's LeBron. That shot off. And it's Boston the other way. Left side Tatum. Good.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And stolen by Tatum. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Davis with some nice D.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
The putback.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Now Tatum. Beyond the arc. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Tristan, what's the plan for the second half tonight?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
Okay, we'll see if you can get that done. Thanks, Tristan. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
He said, this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They got motivated in that second quarter. The deficit they were staring at turned into a 3-point lead in the locker room. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, one area where they have had the upper hand is scoring off the bench. When the second unit guys have come in, they brought a lot of energy with them. And that's what you need from your reserves, energy. And they gave a lot of energy and a big jolt.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, points in the paint. It's been there for them, and it's always a good thing, Ernie, Kenny. I think the defense was set up to defend the perimeter, and so far it's backfired. Until the D adjusts, I say keep pounding it into the paint.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
Inside, outside, mid-range doesn't make any difference. Tatum comfortable anywhere because this guy is a bucket getter.
Here's James trying to get open as Davis. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from James.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Drummond. From deep. The putback, Davis. Great positioning on the putback.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
And you know, defense isn't done until you finish it off with the rebound. It's like the period at the end of a sentence. That's where they have to improve.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from LeBron.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Schroeder against Smart. And it's Schroeder missing.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Brown, good.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. That's off as well, so he misses both. Celtics leading by 4. Outside, Smart. Here's Williams. Second shot opportunity. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. To the paint. Here's Harrell. And he makes that one. Harrell's got his second basket of the night.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
The shot by Pritchard, no good. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. For the lead, Horton Tucker, that's good. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And he gets it to go. Pritchard's got 9.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control. And Clark, it was a roller coaster season, to say the least, for Kyle Kuzma. Saw his role get diminished on the Lakers, and his stats across the board were down.
Yeah, Greg, you go back to your playing days, mine as well. It's hard for young guys early in their career to understand role playing. They equate their production with minutes and accolades as opposed to contribution for the team. And Kyle Kuzma has tremendous talent, great versatility. Early in his career, I think he's going to be fine in the long run.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
James checked in for the Lakers. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Fournier comes in for Smart. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
The 3 hits it from three-point range. Caruso's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Here's Pritchard to halt the run, and the layup is good. Pritchard's got 13 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Caruso. The three-pointer, no good. Celtics trailed by 4. Williams for 3. Rebound the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was time. And here's James outside. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Here's Caruso. Count the basket. He's got 10.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
The Celtics have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Oh, offensive interference. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Andre Drummond's checked in for Harrell. Anthony Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. It's good.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And a wide open look for Walker. No good with the triple.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
They get it back. James.
Shooting Los Angeles, LeBron James. At the line for 2.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Lakers ahead, leading by 5. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Kemba Walker is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Thompson in at the center position. And here's Walker outside.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin. A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout the game?
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
Here's Schroeder. Goes back up over Thompson. And that one's good. Schroeder. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Yeah, they certainly have been. You'd like to knock down that first one, but if you don't, then a second shot is the next best thing.
Outside, Walker. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. James in the post, working on Thompson. Good on the shot. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Smart dishes to Thompson. Out to the right wing. Walker the pass to Thompson. Buries it down low.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
9 feet out. Again, Los Angeles.
James clearly one of the best offensive talents of all time in the NBA. A special scorer with what seems to be a limitless arsenal.
And stolen by Drummond. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. From deep three-point range. And it's Schroeder missing. Here's Davis. Second chance shot. Drummond trying to get himself free. Good D by Thompson. And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Smart wide open. He fires. Boston again missing.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And yes, it's good. James has got 12 points here in the second half.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Celtics trail by 6. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You look at James. What a contribution.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, you know what side he's on.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense, had overcommitted, and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Timeout called the Lakers. Lakers leading by 4. LeBron with it. Picked up by Thompson. Trying to get open is Davis. And again, it's the Lakers.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
Here's Tatum. Rebounded by the Lakers. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep. They get it again. Davis goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Boy, AD's showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Nailed from three-point land.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Here's Caruso. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Smart. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And it goes down 2 points.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Here's Smart. Oh, and they take the lead.
Yeah, nice play by Smart. Under control in transition, something also he's improved at.
Here's Caruso. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Boston now. They're on a 14-6 run.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Drummond. And again, the Lakers no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Brown. Back to Walker. Tries it from the top of the key. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the Lakers call time here. They're down by 6. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Davis missing.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
You know, I think opponents have learned it the hard way. I mean, Walker is not a guy you want to put on the foul line. He's an excellent free throw shooter.
And he ends up missing both free throws. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Tatum.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Yes!
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Sure kicks to James. He feeds it to Davis. The 3 ball. Kept alive. Tatum with it. From deep 3-point range. Off target with that shot. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feel